Everyone, it is Monday again, and I am back down at the shed for an hour or so. I've been working at home on the Raspberry Pi replacement for the Latte Panda, and I just got it working. There's still some rough edges, but pretty much I think it is working way better than the Panda was. So I'm going to go ahead and install this today and test it out a little bit and see how it works. I've put hours and hours and hours of testing in at home trying to figure out why this wouldn't work, and it's my lack of understanding of how the Raspberry Pi's operating system and Linux in general works to get this all working. I had it working where I could just start it up and it would run and it would work fine, but when I tried to set it up to run by itself automatically, it wouldn't work. And as it turned out, the problem was I was starting this up before the X Windows or X Systems or something like that. I'll look that up and check it out, and I'll put some words in here, but whatever, X something hadn't started yet, and because of that my application failed, and so just by moving where my script gets fired off at to a new location, it took care of the problem, and it's all working really nicely now. So I'm going to just temporarily, I'm going to leave the Latte Panda installed in there. I'm just going to set this back there, plug the power cord in, put the USB cable and the HDMI cable in, and then plug this in underneath the table so that it all powers up at the same time. And when I get that all connected up, I'll bring you guys back and show you how it's working. Okay, as you can see, I've installed the Raspberry Pi right here. I just stuck one screw in to kind of hold it in place so it doesn't flop around or anything. I hooked up the USB cable that's coming from up here at this processor, and the HDMI cable that's going down to the monitor down here, and a power jack which goes down and plugs into that utility outlet that we installed in the bottom down there. So I'm going to power this thing up. I think I'll put you guys up on a tripod so you're a little more stable, and we'll take a look and see how this thing works. You're looking down at the screen when I power this thing up. If everything works correctly, it should load up and start running the tracked mode sequence. And the Raspberry Pi boots up quite a bit quicker than the Windows 10 Latte Panda did, so this should not take anywhere near as long as the other one did. And there we go. So we have an attract screen showing. We don't have any credits on the machine, so let me add some of those. Okay, as soon as I start a game, this should change to a PG image of some sort. It does take a while, and I think the issue, and there you go, we got the PG image up. I think the issue with the changing is that I slowed down the reporting from the Bally to LED board, so it's not sending out as much stuff. At one time I thought that was a problem, and I need to check that because this reacts faster when I'm testing it at home. So let me just come in here. Now this thing is sitting here, and as you can see, it's stable. It's not changing the picture or anything. But as soon as I advance the bonus, it'll change a picture. Now, that change of picture is a random event thing, and it doesn't check to see if it's giving you the picture it just showed you. So every once in a while it'll just show you the new random picture, which is the same one you just saw. That's not a real problem with the pictures because I have quite a few of them and the odds of hitting the same one twice are slim, but it could happen. But on the videos, I only have 3 or 4 videos of each level, so there is certainly the possibility that that the same video would be shown more than once. So now let me advance to 2x. And with that, a R-rated image shows up. And again, if I advance, it should change the image. Or not. Okay, so that's a different image. So that was a time when it randomly picked the same image again. So now we'll move up to 3x, and now it's going to change to X-rated images. And then when I change to 5x, it changes to triple X-rated images. That's interesting that it's showing a video, because it should not be showing a video right now. It should not show a video until it's over 20. So I'll have to take a look at that. And play around with it a little bit. I'm not going to film anymore. You guys got it. You can see that this this Raspberry Pi is definitely more responsive than the other one was. The Latte Panda was. So I think this is going to be the solution we're going to go with. It's obviously it's in the early days of this code base, so we have some work to do. But it's working really, really good. Well, hello there. It is Wednesday. I'm back down at the shop. I took the Raspberry Pi home, did a little debugging on the code, found a couple little problems, did a few minor changes to how the thing runs, and I'm back down here to test it again. Now, while I was doing the testing, I have a test generator that I coded up really quick at home that sends signals in here, and I had one little abnormality when I was doing the testing, so I'm going to check that to see if it's still a problem. And I also didn't test video. I was just testing the switching between images, so I just have to make sure I didn't bust the image processing part of this. But I'm going to go ahead and hook it up just like I had it before, plug it in, and then we will run through some of these tests, and I will film them again. Mike has ordered another one. This is mine. I bought it for something. So Mike has ordered one that should be in today that we will use as the permanent one that goes in here. And I might film the whole building process of how I build that up so that you guys can see what it takes to get one of these working if anybody's interested in making one of these. So anyway, let me get this installed, and I will bring you guys back and show you what it looks like. Okay, just a quick shot to show you that I have the Raspberry Pi hooked back up where it was. And I'm going to get you guys up on a tripod and looking down on the screen, and we will start the testing. Okay, I have you up on the screen. I'm going to turn power on. It should take about 20 seconds to boot up. And it should come up in a tracked mode. Okay, there we go. Let me center this a little bit better just so you can see it. I want you to be able to see the bonus lights there. That there, I don't know if you can quite see the GIRL up at the top. So I'm going to hit the credit button and a PG image should show up on the screen. And indeed it does. The ball is ejected and it looks like I am ready to play. And if I just make scores and stuff, nothing should happen. But if I advance the bonus, it should change to a new image. And it does. So that looks like it's working pretty good. And if I keep on advancing, it should change images. I've taken out all the delays. So if I hit this fast a couple of times, it should try and change it a couple of times. I'm not sure what it does, but that was probably going through the motions twice of bringing in an image. So now, if I light the 2x by getting all 5 of the letters out, the 2x comes on, and this image should change to an R-rated image, and it does. That took a little longer than I would have liked it to. But the image did change, and now if you're playing, that image will stay there until you get another bonus, and then it should shift to a different R-rated image. Hello, hello. But oh, there it goes. Wow, that took a long time. I don't understand why that's taking so long to change that, unless I didn't get my code upgraded like I thought I did in my microprocessor, and it's still only updating every 5 seconds. I'll have to take a look at that. But I don't have my laptop with me right now, so that'll probably have to wait till later. So if I, again, go to 3x, R-rated images should show up, and indeed it did. So there's an R-rated image there now, and if I get another bonus, it should change images. And it doesn't look like it's going to. So that's a oh, there, it finally changed an image. I don't know why that is taking that long. I will definitely have to do some more research on that. My tester at home did not take that long to do those changes. And we have one more level that takes you up to the XXX, and there indeed is a XXX image. And if I increase the bonus, it changes to a different XXX image. So all of that looks like it's working. It didn't change. Let me see if it'll eventually change. Yes, it did, but it took a long, long time. So I'm going to have to figure out what the heck is going on there. Now, if I get up to the super bonus, it should switch to video mode. So let me just step these up there real quick. Okay, so now we should flip into video mode. And indeed, it is now in video mode. And whenever we advance the bonus, it should change to a different video. Sometimes it'll change to the same video. I don't have any protection for that yet. But it will change videos when you advance the bonus. And so that's all looking good. Now, there is one other thing I want to check, but I'm going to take this off. By the way, I did notice that when the ball drains, come on, this switch is not making right. Okay, when the ball drains, I have noticed that this image will change, because because it's still seeing these lights sometimes, I guess. See, it went back to a still video, and now I think what you're seeing there is some buffered up stuff that it's uh, having to read through before it figures out that it's at its final setting. So I need to put some kind of block in the software that will stop it from registering this when the game is over. So I'm going to have to see that it's counting down and say, oh well, it's counting down. Let me freeze any changes until this is all over with. So anyway, I'm going to recycle this. Okay, so I'm back at the beginning of the game. I start a game, I get my PG image, and that all looks good. I advance the image. What I want to do is I want to bring the rating up to, let's say there, that's good. I'm going to bring the rating there, and then I'm going to end the game. Okay. Okay, and it should go back to the attract mode. It should be in attract mode right now, but it's taking a really long time. This isn't what I was testing. Okay, so there we go. We've finally gotten into attract mode. Now at home, when I started a game, it stayed up at the 3x level instead of starting back at PG, and I just want to see what it does here. Nope, it starts back at PG. Okay, so that's probably just an error in my tester. But obviously I've got some stuff that I still need to take care of, but it's looking a whole lot better than it was. So anyway, I'll give you guys an update when I have one. Thanks a lot for watching.